Close your eyes.
Hello everyone, welcome to Willow and Roots. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading we're going to be receiving messages from the ancestors. We have 4 options here to choose from. Option 1 represents your recent ancestors. These are people who were in your life, you know them, they've transitioned and they're watching over you. Option 2 represents your distant ancestors. These ancestors are probably the grandparents or parents of the recent ancestors, right? The third option represents your ancient ancestors. These are the ancestors who are magical. They more likely worked with the land and they've had very rich and strong traditions. The fourth option represents the galactic ancestors. These are the ancestors who are watching over the earth and you. These are the ancestors you may have had in a previous life on another planet. So, this is option 1, recent ancestors. This is option 2, distant ancestors. This is option 3, ancient ancestors. And this is option 4, galactic ancestors. Now, the reason why I'm doing this reading is because they won't leave me alone. The reason why I'm doing this video is because the ancestors have not left my side since the last video. The video on what is your ancestral inheritance. Now, what is interesting is I was directed to watch a film, and in that film, the message was about maintaining the traditions, the practices of the ancestors, not forgetting them. You are able to practice and pass down their traditions, their ways, the culture to future generation, to your children, grandchildren, nieces, nephew, while living a very modern life. It doesn't mean we have to give up on our traditions, our culture, some of the rituals and practices because we're living in a modern society. Of course, you do not inflict your traditions and cultures on others forcefully. You share it with those who are interested in learning more about your culture and traditions. The ancestors want to share with the collective, those who are on the journey to self-discovery. This is their message to you. This is one of them. You also learn about who you are when you learn about where you are coming from. The coming from represents them, not losing sight of that. And although it may seem magical, unrealistic, like hocus pocus to some people, that's what got them by. That's what gave them faith. Now, the movie that I watched, it was called Daughters of the Dust. Came out a while back, I think in the 90s. But the ancestors directed me to that film. Now, after doing the video about the ancestral inheritance, it popped up on my feed and I thought, I'm going to watch it. And that film was so powerful, moving. And what you have to do is to put the whole racial aspect of the film to one side and look at the message, the teaching in the film. And it's mainly about not forgetting them, the ancestors, not forgetting the practices again and the rituals, because it's a part of you. Now, in the film, one of the characters, I believe her name is Eula, she had a monologue, and I wrote it down because it brought tears to my eyes, and it does represent what is going on right now with a lot of people who are coming from a lineage of persecution. We're not going to box it to one group because there are other groups who also experienced persecution. Now, I've written down the whole monologue. The part I'm going to share with you gave me goosebumps and it brought tears to my eyes. And this is a part of the monologue that I would like to share with you. We carry too many scars from the past. Our past owns us. We wear our scars like armor for protection. Thick, hard, ugly scars that no one can pass through to ever hurt us again. Let's live our lives without living in a fold of old wounds. That is so, so, so important. And the ancestors have been screaming this to me for a while, to do a video on messages from persecuted ancestors for the collective. Because we carry these scars, and they do say trauma affects the next generation because it becomes a part of your fiber. But we don't have to allow it to overcome us. We can work through healing it. This is quite interesting, and I just got this vision as an example just a while ago, and that is someone with a nasty cut, right? You have a really nasty cut, the one that if you suffer from keloid skin, it's going to leave a scar, a really, really nasty one. And I'm seeing it on the calf, okay? So when you receive the wound, it is painful. You wish you hadn't took a particular action to cause it, whether it be being at the wrong place at the wrong time, or you've done something silly and that was the consequence of it. But you have this wound and you had to go to the hospital to get it looked at, cleaned up, stitched up. And as the wound heals, the regret slowly fades. As the wound heals, slowly the threat of sepsis fades. As the wound heals, you get on with your life. As the wound heals, you learn to not put yourself in situations that can cause more wounds. You gain wisdom from that wound. And when the wound has fully healed and it's left an ugly scar, by that time, you would have gotten on with your life. There would have been many successes and many failures and many lessons. But when you look down on that wound, it brings you back to that memory, to that experience of what created the wound. However, you do not let the wound rule you. You do not let the wound make decisions for you in your life, guides your actions. It is a memory of the experience and what you will not be doing again, how you're going to improve. That's what they want me to share with you. That's what they just gave me. We're not supposed to be carrying the wounds and letting it rule us, letting it make decisions for us, live our lives for us. We're meant to improve, to grow, to excel. They went through all of that. And I'm talking about all the ancestors from all the backgrounds, all the races. They went through difficulty, tough times. The living conditions is just unbelievable. And look at what we have now. Now, I'm not saying that everyone is living great, but majority of us are. And we have to find gratitude in life for what we have. Now, I was at one point in my life getting caught up in all of that race thing. This was probably end of high school, starting uni, and the ancestors came to me at that time. Yes, I wasn't really hearing. And I was told, do you want to trade places with us? And my answer was, hell no. Absolutely not. I have so much at my disposal. We all have so much at our disposal. All we have to do is to grab the opportunity, connect with the right people who share your vision. They said to me, there is no excuse. And we're talking about ancestors from way back and more recent ancestors as well. They paved the way for us to take advantage of excelling in life. Those scars, those wounds, the scars that we carry that are theirs, it is exactly that. It's theirs. They experience that. And what we're meant to do is to heal it, transmute that into light, into love, into gratitude, into respect, into valuing ourselves, into carrying on with the traditions, embracing it, maintaining it, and teaching the young about the traditions. Now, the message is not to forget. The message is to forgive. God is love. God is all about love. Yes, there are challenges. We're not delusional here. But ultimately, in the teachings and the principles that were given to us, a lot of it is appreciation, love, respect, compassion. Now, if you can hate someone so deeply, how can you believe in God, the Creator? How can you say that you walk with God? And you don't have to be their best friends, but we have to try to understand. And I know it's very difficult to do so, especially for people who have experienced extremely painful loss beyond words. But I do remember watching, it was an interview with a woman who lost her entire family by an evil person. And she had the ability to forgive. She forgave with a full and open heart. And I felt it. She really, really forgave. And she lost so much. So that is the direction that we're meant to take, humanity. The ancestors are speaking on it because they went through it. And there are people now experiencing some really, really painful, unbelievable things. And when they have descendants, they're not going to want their descendants to carry that trauma or allow the trauma to carry them. They're going to want their descendants to heal, to forgive, and to grow. Okay, so these are the 4 options. So you can pause the video, choose a deck. Let's get to it. Hello, option 1. For those of you who want to receive messages from your recent ancestors, here's your reading. So we're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. What I'm going to do is pull some oracle cards first. Got the star there popping up. So let's get a tree card. Trees represent the ancestors for me. Okay. Have a card for option 1. Recent ancestors. Okay, we have card number 23, the wishing tree. That's interesting. We have the star on the bottom. So they're saying make a wish. Okay, so 23 reducing to 5. Let's get another card. Yeah, one of you guys, one of my viewers from Scotland was talking about a wishing tree in Scotland. So maybe there's a message here for you. Wow. I have strength here. Wow. Ooh. Jumpy card. Okay, so I'm going to take the star. I'm being guided to take that. I'm going to get some more. Hierophant on the bottom. Okay, so the message is, so for you guys, the recent ancestors are speaking on a wish, right? So there is something that you desire that you feel like you're not going to get, or it's impossible to get. It's almost like a pipe dream. It's just inaccessible, right? That's how you feel. And what they're saying is there is magic in the world. Magic is real. We're not talking about the illusionists and people on stage performing magic tricks. We're talking about miracles here. And when you connect with them, your spiritual team at that, connecting with God, that's when doors will open. It's really speaking on belief in yourself, in your dreams, in them. Because I am feeling heavily here that you may be someone who is spiritual, but there's a lot of doubt. So it's like you believe, but you don't believe. Okay? You believe in the word, you believe in the practices, you believe in all that you read, you believe in what spiritual teachers say and readers and all that. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty of putting it into practice, there's doubt. Oh, that's not going to happen. Oh, that's just so extreme. The dream is too big. No, that's not going to develop. And it's saying have the strength to stay the course, I'm hearing. Have the strength to face that what you desire can be presented to you, can be brought to life. There's several examples of the dream here, the wish, and that is a huge change in your situation, like a fresh start, a new beginning, a move. For some, it's like a pregnancy, or the starting of a business, a fun career. For others, it's a meaningful relationship, a relationship that can develop into a strong union where you're growing together, you're manifesting together, things are happening, the feelings are felt and expressed. The ancestors are saying, do not lose sight of your dream with the strength card here. We have the sun behind her, we have the infinity. It's all about your energy, your vibe. So you have all this wisdom about spirituality, and for some about how to manifest. Why are you not putting it into practice? Why all of a sudden is there doubt? Is it really what you want? And that is a question that you need to ask yourself. I'm getting that from this card here. And with it being mainly yellow and orange, do you have the courage to move towards what you want to create? The dream that you want to birth, to bring to life? Are you in alignment with it? The choice is yours. But it's here for you, and you have to claim it. The ancestors are saying, we're not going to grant your wish or even fight your corner if you're not sure about what you want. Listen to your heart. Ask for what you truly want, because that is where the energy, the essence lies. You see, a lot of people don't understand that in manifesting, you have to embody it, you have to feel it. So you can do a test of feeling what it's like by being honest with yourself, sitting down and asking yourself the question of what do you want? Or think of something that you know you want. You know you want it. And then think of something that you would say to someone that you would be willing to settle on. It's still good, but you're settling. How does that feel in your heart center? You see, the thing that you want, there's an energy to it. It's almost like a motor revving up or starting up. I'm talking about the movement here, the feeling. When you think of what you truly want, you feel it in your heart. There's a warm sensation and it radiates, expands out throughout your body. But when you settle, you feel numb. You actually feel a resistance in your body, almost like you're in a box. There's a barrier around you. So what they're saying is connecting with what you truly want, connecting with that essence of expansion when you think about what you want, embodying it and asking them, and you will receive it. For those of you who don't know what you want, I personally believe that everyone knows what they want, but the thing is they're afraid to ask because they're embarrassed to reveal it. Embarrassed to reveal it to the creator, but you know what you want. But there is always that mental chatter of, well, that's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen. It's too big. It's impossible. And that's what I call dream killers. So they want you to have the courage, the strength, the drive to hold on to your belief, your dream, and to move in that direction to make it happen. So now it's time to put it into practice. As far as what you are preaching or believing, you're now going to be doing it to transform your life. Four of Pentacles. Sticking to it. For some people, it's like, you know what you want, but again, you keep changing it. Oh, it should be more like this or like that. But you're changing it because you want it to be more possible to manifest. They're just saying, ask for what you want. Don't treat it like you're on a date and you're in an expensive restaurant and you know you want a dish that's expensive, but you order something else that you really don't want to eat it, but you don't want to look like I'm trying to blow out your pockets. They're saying ask for exactly what you want and stick to it. Wow. Let's get some guidance. Now, this is coming through for someone, and I don't know if you are a subscriber viewer or in the future you will be receiving this message. You are actually pregnant and you don't know who the daddy is. There's two people that could be the daddy. The person that you want to be the daddy, you want to have that very happy life with them, new beginning. It could even be a person that you're in the relationship with, and it might have been rocky, and that's what led you to that other person. And of course, the person that you were with, that you want to be with, but it was rocky, they've changed, they've grown as a soul, they've healed a lot of their traumas, and now they're back, but you don't know if they're the daddy or this other person. They're saying to be strong at this time and to not stress. It will all work itself out. And of course, in that case, if you were not with the person that had to figure their life out, if you guys had broke things off, then it happens. You of course were open to date other people. So it's all about being honest. The Four of Pentacles speaks on, and I'm getting like a shadow quality, like I'm going to keep them at all cost. They're saying to really think about not bringing any type of like heavy or possessive energy to this dynamic to kind of like shit it up. Okay? It's good to start on a clean slate. So that's you laying your cards on the table, explaining the facts, and seeing where it goes, not needing to hold on to and to grasp to someone who has a right to either not be involved or be involved in your life and the child's life. Now, if this person is the dad, congratulations, that's fantastic. If it's the other person, it's really speaking on being strong. It's really speaking on needing to heal, and also the relationship with the person that you want to be with may be tested, but love will prevail. Okay? Now there's another message coming through for another person, and you thinking about trapping someone, okay, with a child, and to keep them because you want marriage. Okay, now this is just really it's going really, really sideways, because I always get these readings with these topics. Now, bottom of the deck here is the Five of Pentacles. It never works out the way that you expected when you do these things. Now, getting pregnant to trap someone, again, that is a very shadowy quality. And of course, adding children to the picture is tricky because you don't know what you're going to get, right? You can have a very smooth sailing child, or you can have one that requires a lot of your attention and time. We're talking about pulling your hair out kind of attention from the child. And it can put a major, major strain on the relationship, okay? Where this person may be seeking solace elsewhere. I'm just keeping it straight. Again, this is not everybody's story, the last two that I spoke about. But this is a message from the ancestors for those who need to hear it. So you got to be careful with what you wish for and actions that you take. Trapping, not smart. Not smart. Especially if you're trapping someone who is not, you're not on the same wavelength. You're not on the same page, right? Emotionally. And also with direction or vision in life. Because what I'm picking up here is there's someone that's going to come in for them that they really, really, really connect with on a deep level, a soul level. And you're going to be baby mama. You're not going to get that love that you're seeking by trapping, okay? And of course, and it's not every case, when you have children outside of a marriage or a breakup or what have you, it is a lot harder to meet someone else who you can trust, especially in this day and age where you have to really, really vet the person that's coming into your life so they don't hurt your child or children. Okay, so be mindful of that, because we do have the Five of Pentacles energy and the Two of Swords and the Death following. Right, so this is like more trouble than it's worth. The Two of Swords is giving me in your head, like, why the hell did I do this? High Priestess speaks on if I knew what I know now. So be careful, just be careful. You have to really look into your value and worth. Trapping someone that's not going to work. That's not the case at all. Men do it, women do it. It's different for women than men. Men don't nurture the kid. They just go off and they can impregnate more people. So just be careful. Okay, is there anything else that the ancestors would like to share with option 1? It had to come out because I was getting that message and they were like, say it. Okay, is there any other message? Okay. We have here the Fool. They're saying learning to let go, right? This is all about the experience and releasing control. Almost trusting that they have your back, that the Creator has your back, that you, your higher self, has your back. When we let go of control, it is so liberating. We have here a new life. We have here your life transforming for the better. We have the amethyst as well. Strength popping up here twice. Having the strength to surrender, to not control, to not plan your life out in such a rigid way. Why not allow them to add a little color to your story, to your journey? But they're saying we have your back. You're our baby. The lamb here. We'll never do anything to hurt you, and we want you to know that. But we want you to have full and rich experiences in life. But you have to have the courage, here twice, to do so. Bottom of the deck, resistance, 5 of Swords. There's no need to fight them. There's no need to fight fate. Put a stop to that. What has to go will go, so that what is rewarding can enter. Okay. Let us get an advice. We have here, wow, maiden energy. Card number 5. And we have 5 here as well. So it talks about change, the unknown, knowing the unknown. Isn't that interesting? I love this. There's a humble energy as well. With knowing the unknown, it's like you know you don't know everything. And there's a reason for that. Because if you knew, there's a lot of things you wouldn't do. And in doing that, you would miss out on experiences that will give you great wisdom and growth as a soul. So some things has to be kept from you so that you can have the courage to go on the journey. Because the desire of what you want will lead you on your path. Your ancestors are here to hold your hand when asked. They will offer you guidance, and sometimes they will give you clues on what's ahead with foresight. But it's for you to move forward, take the steps forward. That's nice. That is beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your comments, guys. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2. For those of you who selected the second pile, the pile 4, messages from the distant ancestors, here's your reading. Okay, so we have the pastoral tarot here. So we're going to get some cards from this deck But first, we're going to pull an oracle card. So we have here the Nine of Wands. Interesting. It's like needing protection, feeling like you have to defend yourself. Okay, let's see what the Tree oracle card deck has to say. Trees for me represents the ancestors. Yeah, there's a sensitivity that needs to be protected. Feeling like I have to like constantly protect myself. It's like a battle that I need to win because I don't want to get hurt. Okay, we have the hollow tree with the owl on the inside. Card number 11. 11 represents the wisdom we possess within. Look at that. So we have water here and lots of holes. I love these type of trees. They're just really magical. So we have the owl here peeping out. So there's a lot of wisdom, but the owl keeps it to itself with the owl being in the tree. Feeling safe in your own comfort zone. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Okay, let's get Dime card. It's like needing to not be around too many people. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. You don't like to be around too many different energies. Four of Wands. Four of Wands speaks of the home, right? Comfortable foundation, comfortable in your own space, in your own energy. Distant ancestors. Okay, let's get some more tarot. Three of Pentacles. Chariot. Devil. Got the moon on the bottom. This is quite interesting for some of you who are very talented, very skilled, and you've been putting your work out there, networking and really putting yourself out there. You're gonna get a break. It's coming. It's one that is out of the blue, where you least expect it. Yes, there may have been a lot of knockbacks in the past, so you have your guard up with the Nine of Wands. It's like you're just always expecting the worst because it's happened so many times you can't really trust. But what is quite interesting with the Chariot being here is you never give up. So there is a sense of expecting the worst, but you're still putting yourself out there. And the distant ancestors want you to know that your day is coming, your success is coming, your recognition is coming. This could even be where you're trying to share your wisdom with others and they're not receiving it. You're going to be hearing back that you were right. With the Devil card, again, that is the energy of the knockbacks or being bound, feeling that you are a prisoner to your skill or to what you are working on or even to people. You're bound to them. And the ancestors are saying, no, you're not. There's going to be a major breakthrough, but it's going to be unexpected. We're not going to tell you because we want you to really enjoy the whole essence of success, the fruits of your labor. You're going to be feeling it, what that means, which is quite interesting. Look at that, King of Cups following the moon. So that is the enjoyment. Now with the King of Cups, I am feeling like I don't want to get my hopes up. So once you receive this recognition or success, It's almost like you're going to be emotionally composed, because it's like there's got to be some string attached. I don't want to get my hopes up just in case the rug is pulled from under me. And they want you to enjoy it, enjoy the experience. Another scenario that's popping up with the devil is for you to be mindful of those you bring in your home or in your energy. Okay? We do have here with the Three of Pentacles and the devil, people who may try to steal your ideas or a characteristic that you have. So they're going to try to mimic it. And there's a sense of needing to vet, use the inner wisdom that you possess to vet those who are entering your life. So it's saying to be mindful of that. But it is saying to not hide away who you are from the world, and to not have this view that the world is against you or things will fail. It's to not lose sight of your wisdom, of your ability, of your strength and character. With the foundation, it's like really embedded in you. So why hide it if it is you? This is a major part of you. You can't run from it if you tried. So it's learning to embrace it and to live with this incredible ability. Look at that. This is so interesting. We have the devil, we have the sheep, and we have the wolf. There's an innocence about you as well. You know, that the shepherd sleeping under a tree. This represents the ancestors, the tree. Look at that. They're watching. They're not in the way. They're not going to be in the way. They're just watching you around this wolf energy here. They're like, okay, we're just going to wait for the right time to step in. Definitely be mindful of who you have in your energy, your environment. We have the dare energy as well here. Very delicate creatures. The dare, sheep, very pure. The hay in the chariot card represents the abundance. That's what's coming. So all of your worries are going to be lifted with the horses here. We have here freedom. The news will come out of the blue with the birds, and we have here really dark, stormy skies, and then he's moving into clear skies. So it's calling for you to continue to not lose heart of what you have, okay? What you have to offer. We have again cactus, longevity, Ace of Swords. That's the journey, this maze here. The whole experience would be worth it in the end when you are finally blessed with the rewards. All of this, the roadblocks, those are lessons, wisdom that you've gained on this journey to success. Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. That's the student, the eager student. Let's get the tarot. With this ancestor, they're saying that something similar has happened to them, and that is why they walk with you. Devil again. Ooh. Devil again. Okay, we have Judgment. So this is quite interesting. It's actually a redo, but it's not from your past life. It's actually from the ancestors. So this particular experience is actually an ancestral karma or pattern that you're going to break. How interesting is that? Okay, now for someone, I don't know if you're a subscriber or you're going to be watching this video in the future, somebody put like Obia on your family member and it's carried down to you, or Obia the family, or Obia meaning like voodoo, that type of stuff, a spell, but a bad one, a hex. They actually put this on the family, and it is the spell of hardship, right? So it's not like Five of Pentacles hardship. It's about having to work really, really hard. So you have an incredible gift, but you have to work 10 times harder than everyone else to get any type of recognition, and you may not get that recognition. So there is also another spell of desire. So chasing your dreams, but never having it realized. And it's for you to break it. And this ancestor is going to be walking with you to help you to break this, because they weren't able to break it in their lifetime. That is very wicked. Whoever cast this spell or hex, that's very wicked. Wow. Chariot again. You guys are getting repeated cards. Devil twice, Chariot twice. It's a pattern. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. How many times has this cycle continued? The Chariot is 7. It's happened multiple times, but with the Ace of Sword, but one time to get it right. So once this is broken, this pattern has been broken, has been healed, future generations will not be going through this. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. Lineage. Okay. Wow. This is very, very interesting. Be mindful of the people you have around you. Be mindful of the people you call your friends. This could even be family as well. So you're going to have to use discernment. Look at the owl looking out of the tree. You're going to have one eye open. Right? Don't show your cards too soon when you're observing someone and their actions. You're going to have to keep a watchful eye on those around you. And this is like chess. You got to be smart about the moves you take. Ace of Swords speaks on the information that you share with others. If you want to be victorious, those who need to know, that's who you communicate your plans with. The need to know people are the ones who are going to help you to excel. Page of Pentacles speaks on pulling back your energy. Right? I'm picking this up. Pulling back your energy. So giving very little of your time, energy, and resources to those who don't have your best interest. I am feeling for this pile that you already know this. Those who are not right for you. But like the lamb here, you still continue to be around them. It's almost like you're chasing them. Wolf here. Lamb coming towards the wolf. They're not coming to you, you going to them. Stop that. Eight of Pentacles, see, with the work. Really and truly, if this is about money, I mean, I'm getting a scenario here where you're a hard worker. You've put the time in, the months, the years, and finally you get your breakthrough. And you're going to be seeing the true colors of people. Those who are saying, well, I helped you with that part of your success, or what led you to your success. You're going to hear all these people saying what they've contributed to your rise, when in fact it was all you're doing. Be careful. Okay, let's get some advice. Okay, card number 25. So we have the guardian energy, right? Look at all that color. Emotional energy. Emotions are messengers to be met with appropriate attention, action, and gratitude. So these are like nudges within yourself, from your ancestors, your spiritual team, but more importantly, from what you've observed to the actions of people in your environment. I'm hearing you choose to be around. So it's not like you need to rely on the metaphysical to try to figure out what's going on. It's right there before your eyes. And it's for you to heed the messages, the actions, and take the necessary steps to breaking cycles and cutting cords here with people. That's what they're speaking on. The emotional energy speaks on the attachment, but with this card, it speaks on the intuitive energy, the emotions, feminine energy, intuition, the knowing. Okay? 25 reduces to 7. 7 for me is the number of spirit. So this is divine messages here. You have your whole spiritual team on this. Again, to break this hex or really, really restrictive pattern from this lineage. I need to ask one question. It's about, because it's very hard working. Very, like, you're out there really putting 250% into what you are doing. And this could even be into your relationships with others, etc. And I want to know, and I keep hearing, working smart. So there's working hard and working smart. How are they meant to be working or presenting themselves? Distant ancestor. Okay, 9 of Swords. So we have here with the 9 of Swords, the mental body. So this is all about overthinking, falling into regret, shoulda, coulda, woulda, or what might happen if I do this. If I take this action, then this will happen. And then, it leads you to procrastination. But in your case, you're actually trying. But it may be that you have some wonderful ideas, wonderful strategies that you shoot down immediately because you fear that it will go wrong because you don't want to take that risk. This is also telling me that you need to be mindful of the advice that you receive from others. Now, I'm not saying don't take the advice, but feel within yourself where it's coming from. What are their intentions? Is it genuine? For some of you, you may have received guidance from someone and it was wrong. They did not have your best interest because they don't want you to rise. The ancestors are saying, getting out of your head and stepping into the action of working in flow. This card shows me someone who is waiting for success, but it turns to anxiety and not excitement over the possibility of having success. It's more, when is it coming? Why isn't it here? Starting to question, am I really meant to be doing this? Is this right? Am I wasting my time? It's all of that mental chatter, and they're saying to not allow that to hinder your success. That could be the thing, the action that's causing this ongoing challenge. So this ancestor is saying that is why we're going to surprise you with your success and your breakthrough as to when it arrives in your life. Because this is too heavy here, the energy of that needing. It's almost like a desperation, and it's taking away from the joy of your abilities or what you're doing, the experience of what you're doing. This speaks on working hard, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it can be draining with the 9 of Wands. Really being stressed and beaten, feeling defeated by the challenge of ambition. The working smart aspect of this is actually following through with the strategies that you are coming up with, not fearing it, but testing it out without putting too much stock or expectation on the outcome of that strategy. It's actually calling for you to try it. It's calling for you to release the fear of failure, because you're not going to fail. But a part of the journey is in the excitement of the unknown. It's like, what gives you that drive when doing something that you're not sure how it's going to pan out. It's shifting your energy and having a fresher outlook on you and what you're doing. This is beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your comments. Please like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who would like to receive guidance from the ancient ancestors, here's your reading. Now we're going to be using the Dust to Onyx tarot deck. Okay, but first we're going to pull some oracle cards. It's not. We have the 10 of Cups on the bottom here. Okay, so we have here feeling good. We have celebratory vibes as well. Almost like we're proud of you. Okay, let's see. What tree has a message for you? Now this deck, the tree oracle deck, trees represent ancestors for me. Bodhi tree, Bodhi tree. Okay. Card number 20. Or, yeah, Bodhi tree. Buddha's tree. We have the lotus. Transformative energy, but a deep connection with the ancient ancestors. We do have here celebrating them. Now for some of you, you may have an altar and you are actually maintaining it, or you might be thinking about creating or setting up an ancestral altar. Yes, this is saying we are happy to receive your gifts, right? And we will bless you with the 10 of Cups. I'm going to take the 10 of Cups tarot card. Wow. Thank you, dear one, for recognizing, respecting, and celebrating us. Nice. Okay, let's get a Gaian card. Now, they're coming to you in dream state or meditative state. They're sending you messages. Very, very important messages on their rituals and practices. And if you're not doing that, they would like to do so. They would like to share this wisdom with you. Okay? Now with Temperance and with that card, I'm hearing passing down wisdom from one generation to the next. So if you think of the Rider-Waite-Smith Temperance card, it's an angel pouring water from one cup to the other. Now that speaks on balance, emotional balance and compromise, etc. But here I am getting, we are sharing our wisdom and our rituals and traditions with you, right? So you are the chosen ones out of your family members, which is quite interesting. Yeah, they want to share their wisdom with you. Okay, so we got Tower. And we have, I believe this is the 3 of Wands. So with the Tower here and the 3 of Wands in this Gaian deck, so there's a lot of red energy, right? It's like grounding. It's like getting to the roots, knowing your roots. Now with these two cards, it is saying that they're being forgotten. The ancient ancestors are speaking on being forgotten. Tower. It's like this new way of being, new way of existing and living is destroying our traditions and practices that you would instill to future generations with the Three of Wands. Our teachings are dying. So they see you as someone who could receive the wisdom and start putting it into practice and sharing it with the family, sharing it with the future generation. For some of you, writing about it. So a book, and I'm getting this download now, where you're going to be writing down a few rituals and traditions and practices in a book for the family, your family. Okay? Almost like a family cookbook kind of vibe. How interesting. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. It's almost like you are the savior. And of course, what was discussed in the openings, and I'm getting chills, is it doesn't mean that you can evolve, right, and live a modern life, but it's to not forget. They're speaking on forgetting to the point where you don't even know how to connect with them, right? So not necessarily you, but like generations to come. They wouldn't even know where to begin to connect with them. This is what the ancient ancestors are talking about. It's like with each generation, they're forgotten. It's almost like they don't exist, but their blood is running through your veins. Okay, that's a lot to say, but we won't be looking at all of that. That would have to be a part 2. Okay, so we have here 8 of Wands. Swift messages. Okay, so with the 8 of Wands, this is speaking on when you receive the downloads from them, instead of sitting on it, make sure that you write it down immediately so you do not forget or misinterpret what they're sharing with you, right? Whether you just wake up and boom, you're putting down the information, or you've meditated and then you're coming out of meditation, you just easily and quickly document it. But they're saying make sure that you have a notebook, phone, what have you, handy so you can document the messages that they're giving you. I'm hearing quickly in, quickly out. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. That's the rituals. That's the family magic. Those are the practices that they have done that's worked for them. Whether it be healing them, bringing great opportunities to them, right? Or breaking curses. This is what you are going to be carrying and sharing with your family. Okay, let's take that one too. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. Lineage. Nine of Pentacles. Security and comfort. 6 of Pentacles. Sharing wisdom. Oh my God. You guys. What this is telling me. I mean, you got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. The information that you're going to be receiving from the ancient ancestors could transform your life. We're talking about material comfort, physical comfort, right? You will be completely protected, safe, secure. They have all the information that you need to survive and succeed. And it's for you to make sure that you do not miss a beat, miss a message. So they're speaking on taking this seriously, taking the guidance from us seriously, getting to know us. Okay, let's see. With the Baji tree or the Bahi tree, if you have any question that you would like to ask the ancient ancestors, ask them. They will give you the guidance, the messages, the answers in meditative state or in dream state. But you will receive the guidance, and make sure you have pen to paper ready or your phone to document the information that is given. It is highly stressed here. We have the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles with the 6 of Pentacles saying that we are going to be giving you what you need in order to maintain security for yourself and the family. The Magician, you are the chosen one that we are going to be giving this wisdom to, because they know that you will be able to do something with it. You're not going to sit down on it. I'm picking up that they may have done this with generations before yours, and they did not heed the guidance. They just got on with their life. But for you, being someone that's more spiritual, more connected, they're like, okay, well, maybe this generation is going to listen. I love this. Wow, wow, wow. Telling you, this deck is fire. The Dust of Onyx. Okay. Okay. Look, Tower again on the bottom. So we have here the Ace of Wands. So lighting a candle for them. We have here remembrance, right? Passing it down from one generation to the next. So we also have it with the 2 hands. We also have here like veneration or like a ceremony. So the family will have like a ceremony or a holiday where they are remembered, but it's actually like you are lighting a candle for them, or you set a place for them at the table and put food on the plate and everything, including them, right, in the remembrance, getting to know who they are. So Queen of Swords, look at that, she's reading a book. So this is gaining information and insights about these ancestors by communicating with them, by asking them questions, learning more about them. With the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords, it's like I'm seeing like a switch, like a light switch turning on. The change that will happen for yourself and your family will be immediate, because you are learning more about who these ancestors are or who they were. Again, another card of a giver and a receiver. Nice. Let's get you guys guidance. This is like to the point and I love it. This is just really strong, but you sit with the ancient ancestors. You're so close. And they're like, okay, we need you to come closer now and to hear us, not fear us. We have here the mother energy. Card number 22. And you have card number 20. So 2, it's like coming together to make a whole, and we have 22. So this is like, I'm getting like family gathering. So not only just you and the ancient ancestor with the 20 reducing to 2 coming together, we have other family members also bonding with them, but you are the one that is going to lead the way. Women supporting women. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. That's interesting. Now, there's actually a scenario coming through of a family that is divided. You're divided because you are so different. Everyone has a very strong personality. And when you do come together, so let's say a holiday, it's usually fighting and disagreements and people storming out, like that type of dynamic. And the ancient ancestors is saying to stop it, because all you have is each other. They're wanting to heal whatever disconnection is within the family. Now, what they're speaking on is the disconnection that needs to be healed first, is the disconnection with the self. So putting the mirror to the self first. What is causing this unrest? And then healing your connections with others in the family. But there is a bond that connects you. Okay? Now, with it being women supporting women, of course, men, you can flip that with men supporting men, etc. Or people supporting people. But it really speaks on supporting one another because you are from us. So any type of family tiffs, and with this scenario I'm talking about, it's not like just this generation, it's like a generational thing where you have aunties or uncles or whatever, auntie and uncle not talking, and the next generation is carrying that disconnect, that battle, that war into that generation, and their kids are not liking each other, so on and so forth. It has to stop. This is all about bringing the family together to heal, to prosper as well. So we support and we respect the differences of others. And if we can do that with strangers, why can't we do it with family, with blood? Beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear your comments. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 4. For those of you who want to receive messages from the Galactic ancestors, here's your reading. So we are going to be using the Star Child Tarot. Right. And we have here the King of Swords. This is interesting. Let's take that. I'm going to pull more cards in a bit. First, we're going to get a tree card. Trees for me represent the ancestors. King of Swords. We have here using logic but learning here. We have here gathering information. Gathering information. Sharing information. Speaking on what you know. But with the King of Swords, it's like constantly seeking, learning, knowing, right? Gaining that wisdom, but facts. It's like facts to back up the knowing, the intuitive knowing. Okay? Facts to back up your intuitive knowing. Okay. Here's option 4, please. May I have a tree card for option 4? Thank you. Woo. Okay. Card number 5, the Cemetery Cypress. Wow. Interesting. Let's get some guiding cards. So we have here with this cypress, cemetery cypress, and of course this tree is an evergreen, right? So they are green all year round, but it represents longevity. So it's gaining wisdom or ancient wisdom. It's all about like ancient wisdom. You are the connector of that. So you may be studying, researching as a hobby, information on the past. We're talking about way back. We're not talking about distant past. We're talking about way back. And it's like you're trying to come up with your own answers as to why certain events took place and how it could have been prevented. It's like you're seeking the truth of what is documented, but it's not necessarily the information that is accessible to everyone. We're not talking about that one. With the cemetery card here, it's the information that's hidden. Okay, so an example that I am getting, an example is the Bible. Okay, the scriptures, the books of the Bible. Now, you have already researched, gained insights, wisdom from the available books that we all can access. Now you are seeking information on the books that weren't added to the Bible, the books that are hidden, the books that they don't want the collective to know or see. With the Ace of Wands here, this is like using the wisdom of the past to help you in your future, or to help you build a better future for yourself or for the collective. It depends on the magnitude of your plans in this King of Swords energy. But it's like being able to take the experiences and the events of the past and making it work to your advantage, right? With the King of Swords, we have planning, we have, again, reviewing of mistakes or successes, and really coming up with a plan of action as to how to maintain the success. I am getting like hidden truth, wanting to either write about it or to reveal it with the Ace of Wands. With the clouds in this image here, it's what is hidden from us. You're finding the truth of what is hidden. Yeah, a lot. So we have here the moon. What is hidden? We have the world, putting a stop to it. We have death. And we have, I'm not sure what this card is, but this man is actually documenting information. I use this Gaian deck as an oracle deck. It really is giving me an energy of what is hidden from us, what is dead and buried. This is actually researching and finding the truth as to why certain events happen. So what started it and why did it end the way it ended, and how can we use it to our advantage now, right, to either help ourselves or the collective. Now this could be a family situation as well, a family secret where you are seeking, you're trying to find the truth, and it can help you and your family, right? So there is that, or it can be something greater where it's for the all, for the whole, which is the collective. So seeking the hidden truths of the world, what's happening in the world, and how you can benefit from it. But we do have a guy here writing in a book, so I'm getting writing a book on that, gathering the information, documenting it. Let's get some tarot. Galactic ancestors. We have here the Queen of Swords, King and Queen of Swords. Beautiful. Let's put them together. King has his sword down, Queen has her sword up. His sword is down, hers is up. She's ready for a fight. She's ready to like make some changes. We have 5, the number of change. We have, that's the star. We have the star to heal. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles here, the Star. Let's get one more. Okay, so we got two more. So we have a three. Wow. So we have the King of Pentacles, Three of Wands, yeah, and the Sun. Right, so this is quite interesting. So the galactic ancestors are talking about doing the research to gain insights and to be enlightened on what is happening in your personal life and also the world on a whole. Now, the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, finding solutions on how you can overcome many of the challenges where there's situations that are similar to those of the past. So it's doing the research and seeing if whatever is going on now has happened before, what was the outcome? If the outcome was negative, how can you overcome that? How can you prevent that from happening again? That's what this is saying. King of Swords speaks on planning. So what you are sensing, this is finding the facts, the proof to back it up. So we have a balance of the intuition and the mental body, the facts. Okay? That's how you can benefit, seeking the opportunities where all will benefit or you will benefit. With the Sun energy, it speaks on enlightenment, sharing what you know. I mean, it's how to heal. We have the Star, Three of Crystals. I mean, what you know, how you can work together to overcome this. The galactic ancestor speaks on unity. Being prepared with the Queen of Swords to actually take a stand, to actually break away from anything that is preventing you from seeing the truth or restricting you from your truth. So it's gaining the truth, acquiring the truth, researching the truth with the King of Swords, and taking the necessary actions to maintaining or receiving your right to that truth with the Queen of Swords. It's saying that there may be some people who will try to stop you from doing this, but you do have a divine right to seek, to know, to acquire, and to share. Chariot on the bottom. So it's like an urgency. So it could be where you have actually come across some really important information, valuable information that again can help you or the collective, and it's like, get it out there. That's what they're saying. The galactic ancestors are saying, get it out there. Spread the news, share your wisdom. Now, a scenario is coming up where with the World and the Death card, someone thinks that the world is going to end, like completely, there'll be no world anymore. That's not going to happen. That's what the galactic ancestors are saying. I believe this card is the Three of Swords now looking at it. So we have three different pens or tools for writing. And there's a feather here. So this is actually a blessing. So although the truth might hurt, the truth is hard to hear, hard to process, or you don't want to face it. Sometimes we have to face the darkness in order to come into the light with the sun here. Sometimes we have to investigate and go down to the depths, the soot, in order to know exactly what we're dealing with here. When you know what you're dealing with, then you'll be able to come up with solutions. You'll be able to know their weaknesses. You'll be able to observe and see that with these swords energy here. You'll be able to think. You'll be able to use your wisdom to come up with solutions based on finding their weakness. That's how you can turn the situation in your favor Any obstacle, you can always turn it in your favor. It's important to keep a journal. That's what I'm getting here. With the cypress tree, the cemetery cypress, we have death here twice, by the way. It's actually saying that you can have a hand in the transformation, the changes that are occurring. Don't feel that you don't have a say or you are meant to lay dormant. It is your divine right. You have a voice. King and Queen of Swords. Wow. So this pile, the galactic ancestors are speaking really heavily on collective energy. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. I'm hearing with this being taken for a ride. This page is on a carousel, a fake horse. You think you're free, but you're not. The horse is attached and you're sat on it. So this is you gaining the insight, the truth on your situation. So it's time to do your research and be able to change this, to stop being taken for a ride. With it being a green dress, it's like young energy, like an unfit fruit, an unripe fruit, easy to manipulate. But this is saying, come off the ride and really see your environment for what it is, and knowing when to start breaking away from situations, people that no longer serve you. This is a wake-up call. Let's get you guidance. So we have here the maiden energy here. Spirit self. Be who you are as you are. Look at that. We have the apple energy. So it's young energy again. Pagey type energy. And this page, green, and lots of green here. She has this light. Cradling a ball of light. Cradling an apple. New life, new beginning. It's like connecting to your purest self, but it really feels like knowing your rights, possibly studying universal law, a law that every being, every creature, every essence in every dimension has to follow, have to practice, even the demon ones. If they're not invited, they can't be invited. So you have to know your rights. If they're not invited, they cannot invade your space. But if you say nothing, it's almost like an invite. But they always reveal themselves before they do anything. That's a bit tricky, and I'll talk about that in another video. But this is that very ripe, green, fresh, new energy. And with it being a number 1 card, connecting to the pure self and understanding your rights, understanding that you are a child of the Creator. You're a part of the whole, the oneness, and seeing that gem, your specialness with the apple. So it's like in times of uncertainty, chaos, always remember you and your power. The power that you possess, that light that you possess. It's like walking with that and never losing sight of that. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear what you all have to say in the comment section. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings and mentorships. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your